Okay, I think I'm good. Yeah. Good evening. Watching you from Sata. Okay, I've never heard of that place. Good evening, brother. Watching you from Lusaka, Makeni, Kanyama constituency. Kanyama constituency, one of my favorite constituencies. Yeah, anyway. So here we are. I had a long day, so I overslept a little bit because I had a long day-ish. I went to the hospital, and yeah, I tell you, growing up is not easy. Growing up is not easy because you start having all sorts of issues. So yeah, here we are. Here we are, my brothers and sisters. I want to thank you that you have joined in. And tonight, I want us to discuss PF and, of course, the politics as usual. Yeah. So, where do I start from? First of all, I want to talk a little bit on Oasis Forum. Oasis Forum, they seem to be continuing the negativity on the law now, because it's no longer Bill 7, it is now the Zambian Constitution Amendment number 7 of 2025. That's what it is. It is now law. I want you to know that whatever we were talking about, Bill 7 no longer exists. It has transitioned into the law. It is part of our constitution. It is part of our constitution. There are no discussions. That case is closed. What we have is a constitution. So if you have a constitution, there is nothing that you can start saying now, no, illegality. There is nothing. You cannot, Mungu mfuikishe, you cannot deem a Republican constitution as illegal. Because what these people are doing, if you don't realize, it's actually very serious. Very serious. Some of you end up being in trouble. Listen to me very carefully. Some of you who want to continue on this trajectory of trying to render our constitution unconstitutional, you can be in serious trouble. You can be in serious trouble. Mwacherungisani, listen to me and listen to me good. Be very careful. Be very careful. For you, if you continue, be careful with Oasis Forum. Be very careful in the way that you want to continue with your bitterness, because there is nothing that you are talking about but all bitterness. That law is now law. So you cannot continue debating on that trajectory to say, no, it is illegal. There is nothing illegal. You are risking rendering our constitution illegal and thereby being treasonous. Because a person that declares the constitution not to be constitutional, you are treading on a very slippery ground, very, very slippery ground. Very slippery ground. And yes, some of you lawyers may be good, to argue, to be careful in what you say. But some of these people that may not understand, you cannot declare a Republican constitution unconstitutional. You can't. You can't. You can't. You are risking being treasonous. You are risking being treasonous. Be very careful, especially those of you who are on social media. You are trending on a path that is very dangerous. Some of these things, if you don't fika funny, ngaturelanda pa social media, watu watureti sama politics, if you don't fika funny. But inga waku kambata, elombo wambo ukulalila. No, these people, they are dictators, whatever. Be very careful. Because once you have broken the law, you have broken the law. You have broken the law. Don't get excited by the fact that people are being tolerant. People are not paying attention to you. People are not paying attention to you. If they decide to be, to be tough on you, some of these things can be very dangerous. That is a law. It is finished. It is done. It is done. It is done. You cannot pick on to say, no, this is illegal. This is illegal. What is illegal? What is illegal? What is illegal? That law satisfied all the processes according to the law. Bill 7 satisfied all the processes according to the law. So there is no way you can continue talking about it to say, no, it is not legal, it is not legal. You can cause problems in our country, because if you continue talking like that, you incite others to start disobeying our constitution, to frown upon our constitution. And that is a danger that we have. There is a point where you need to stop. There is a point where you need to stop. You cannot continue. And I'm telling you that the route that you are taking is dangerous, because you can cause anarchy in the country. You can cause anarchy in the country if you run an agenda which will render the constitution unconstitutional. You are creating anarchy, because you are telling people not to obey the law. And if they don't obey the law, that is an anarchical state. And that is very dangerous. That is very dangerous. So be responsible. Be responsible. Be responsible as you express your frustration, because what you are doing is just expressing your frustration, is just expressing your bitterness, and of course you are being political. You are being political. Not two ways about it. When you start saying we will campaign against the sitting president, we will campaign against the government, you are being political. And when you are being political, don't be surprised when some of these things come knocking on your door. Politics te abana. Politics te abana. Ngoingira politics ufire wa ipima. Politics te abana. Look at some of us here where we are. This is part of politics. I'm here because of politics. And if you are going to continue, playing around, playing with fire at Mulek politics, they will bring politics to your door. They will bring politics to your door, because you have even vowed that you decampaign them. You decampaign them. And in doing so, if you break the law, you can be in trouble. You can be in trouble. Ask around in the penal code. What does it entail when somebody is declaring a constitution of the land and constitution? Allah, move very careful. Move very careful. Mwikalanda kwa linsoke. Ina na misoka. Kuna misoka kofi. Ba politician wali shupa. Ngamwamba kufisenza ma politics. Bala leta ma politics kulimu. Mulebwata bade mikita pa mukanwa. Mukaisanga pa magistrate. Na kesi ya bulabero. Playing around with a constitution It is treasonous. Playing around with the constitution, it is treasonous. And you can go in. For example, one good example that I will give you, check the case that is currently going on in Tanzania. Check the case which is currently going on in Tanzania. There is an opposition leader called Tunduliso. Tunduliso is actually inside without bail. Without bail. Why? Because of the comments that he made relating to the constitution. And he is inside. He's inside. My elections, he didn't even contest. International, whatever they are talking. Tunduliso is inside in Tanzania. Why? Because of the careless statement that he made relating to the constitution. So, we are very, very careful with some of these things. Because really, if you are arrested, to say, okay, now prove that our constitution is not constitution, or our constitution is flawed. Prove it. Because some of you may end up being arrested and being put in a situation to say, explain now to us how our constitution is unconstitutional. You fail to prove. Because that judgment that you keep talking about, that judgment never said, stop Bill 7. That judgment did not declare Bill 7 illegal. It didn't. Now you have even gone ahead, blah, 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 blah. You are even wanting to declare the signing of that act to say it was unconstitutional. How was it unconstitutional? We must end somewhere. Yes, we had our differences and so on and so forth, but that process was legal, and it ended up into an amendment which we are calling amendment number 7 of 2025. It is done and dusted. Can we move on? The president, I followed the speech of the president. He spoke very well. But please, I want to beg you, citizens, and some of you critics of Hakainde Hichilema. I think, please, let us not take Hakainde Hichilema to be weak. Because today we are pushing too much. I think we are pushing too much. And we might make that man a bad man. Trust me. This is what, today I was going through some of these things, and I was thinking, we might make Hakainde Hichilema a bad man. Hakainde Hichilema is a good man. Yeah, it's not that he's a good man, he doesn't have his flaws, he has his flaws. But generally, he's a good man. He is tolerant. Hakainde Hichilema is very tolerant. Because some of the things that are happening in Zambia, some of the things that people are doing in Zambia, even those who are in diaspora, I'm telling you, I think you are pushing it too hard. You are pushing it too hard. And one day, you might end up regretting you, because this man, the powers of the president and the presidency is not just in one person. It also involves other people. Okay? It also involves other people. There are people that are there to protect the state. The state has to be protected. Hakainde Hichilema or no Hakainde Hichilema, the state has to be protected. If you have followed, I keep talking about statecraft. Statecraft, the state has to be protected at all costs. Read my lips. A state has to be protected at all costs. At all costs, the state has to be protected. But it seems that some of us in Zambia and some of the people that think that they are in safe haven in foreign lands, they think that they can go to whatever extent, they can say whatever they want, they can do whatever they want. No, believe me, don't take the goodness of the government to be a weakness. Don't. Believe me, listen to me very well. Even those of you who are in the diaspora, Because some of you, you think you are in the diaspora and you can do whatever you want, you can say whatever you want. I am telling you, don't play with the state. Don't push the state too far. And this is not about Hakainde Hichilema. Any state, a state has to be protected. Don't think because you are out there, you are free to do whatever you want. Because when you push the state, when you risk the state might go to whatever extent to fish you out from wherever you are, in whichever way they can. Listen to me very well. Don't think that the state will just sit back and sacrifice the peace and harmony of a state because of one person. So we can do the politics, but as you are doing the politics, be very careful how far you go. Be very careful how far you go. You cannot continue talking about this issue to render our constitution, whereby people start thinking that some of the things which are in the constitution are not constitution. I mean, you can criticize some of the clauses. You can criticize. We understand. Even me, there are certain things that I'm not happy. Yes, we still have it in our constitution that we should have by-elections. I have an opinion like we shouldn't be having by-elections. That is okay. But now declaring the constitution to say, no, it's not constitution. Move very careful. Move very careful. Yeah? And this has gone even to now, some of the statements now, you have even come out on this tribalism. The way some of you are writing, I didn't realize. I'm very disappointed with the way people are coming so tribal. It is now no longer, it has come out very clear that this is not about HH. This is about, these people. And worse off, you see, worse off, the people that are actually talking like in this language, that are bringing out this language of a tribal tone, that are talking like they are the ones who are entitled to lead. They are the ones who are supporting Makebi Zulu. Those who are supporting Makebi Zulu, they have come out very strongly to completely declare that, Hakainde Hichilema and the group that they have, whatever, they are not, they shouldn't lead. They are saying all sorts of bad things, and I'm feeling very bad. What you are doing, my brothers and sisters, is not good. You can't be expressing such hatred against people. Takwaba, even when you are seeking asylum, these are some of the serious cases that they don't tolerate. They don't tolerate. Those hatred against a people is taken very, very seriously. And I can assure you, expressing hatred against people, believe me, you can be extradited. You can be extradited. It doesn't matter where you are, because these are some of the international laws that are not accepted. I went through a vetting for asylum, and I did a lot of interviews and answered a lot of questionnaires. The issue of inciting people against another people is very serious. Very, very serious. Another one which is very serious is inciting people to rise. It's very serious. You will not be protected by any country if it can be proved that you have been inciting, you have been speaking against other people. You will not be protected. Believe me, you will not be protected. You will not be protected if they realize that at one point or in whatever you are doing, you are inciting people to rise against the government. They will not protect you. They will not protect you. But you must also know that Governments have got far-reaching hands. Governments have got far-reaching hands. There are some of you that really think that you can get away with the nonsense that is currently going on. You are blatantly, arrogantly, maliciously coming out in the manner that you feel like you are really, you have got immunity. Being out of Zambia doesn't guarantee you immunity to commit cases in Zambia using social media. This social media has got rules anywhere. This social media has got rules anywhere. International rules anywhere. It is not about Zambia. Anywhere. And even to be sued, if you think you cannot be sued, you can be sued in the country where you are, because even where you are, there are courts. Even where you are, there are courts. The Attorney General can actually come into your country, wherever you are, and sue you in your country. The Attorney General can come in Britain and sue you in Britain as a British or as an American. They can sue you right there in the country where you are. Right there in the country where you are. And they can make your life so difficult to an extent that you might find it very uncomfortable to live in that country wherever you are, or even risk losing the citizenship, because some of you think you have got citizenship in whatever country. Your citizenship can actually be revoked by litigations. At the end of the day, they will declare you bankrupt. And they might declare you to say, your citizenship, I am a citizen. They can be revoked. They can be revoked. I've been telling you about Ahan, whatever, Uma, that lady. She's a Senate and she's in trouble. Be very careful. Anyway, let me go back to the PF. Yeah, and we are waiting for Anyway, I won't comment on Ethel. I won't comment on Ethel because Ethel is my friend. I cannot comment on that one. But really, be very careful, man. Be very careful. One day you will remember me. One day you will remember me. Don't think you are too comfortable. We can't. Na muchilamu pa social media. Trying to destroy, trying to frustrate, President Hakainde Hichilema. And you are doing this out of hatred. Just out of hatred. Hakainde Hichilema, what has he done? What has he done wrong, Kanshi? What has he done wrong? But you are doing everything. Guys, this kind of hatred. Mwalekana, no, Hakainde Hichilema is not hated. Hakainde Hichilema is not hated. But look at what you are saying. Look at what you are saying. And I'm appalled by the fact that it has gone beyond Hakainde Hichilema. You are now talking about these people. These people. Which people, Mwevantu? What have they done wrong? What have they done wrong? What have they done wrong? Ish. Oh, it's really sad. It's really sad. But anyway, getting back to the PF. I'm very disappointed with Bagiven Luwinda. Bagiven Luwinda is one of those leaders that I have admired from a long time. I have been admiring Given Luwinda from the time that he was an independent member of parliament. In Kabwata. When he just came in Kabwata there, I like the man. And, PF won. He was a minister. I have always admired Given Luwinda. When Sata fired Given Luwinda, I went to his house. And, supported him and encouraged him encouraged him. I was encouraging him. I was telling him, you're supposed to be the next president. I was saying, President Sata, if he was grooming somebody to be president, it must have been Given Lubinda. And at one point, I was even telling Given Lubinda, I told him to say, look, form a political party. Form a political party. I even offered that I can start a political party for Given Lubinda. Of course, he didn't have the courage. And subsequently, later on, Sata Vafwa. After Sata Vafwa, I was on Given Lubinda's camp. Whilst others were singing for Edgar Lungu, me, I was on Given Lubinda's camp. When Given Lubinda was filing a nomination, when he was fighting, wanting to be president, I have a PF. I was one of the people that was seriously mobilizing for Given Lubinda. Until, of course, the Kawe incidents and, we all moved to support Edgar Lungu. Now, and even with my interaction, I looked at him as a very mature man, a very intelligent man. But I am surprised with the way he has been behaving ever since the PF lost power. I'm very surprised. Even to become vice president, I'm one of those people that was singing, rooting for Given Lubinda to be vice president, to be appointed vice president by Edgar Chagwa. And Edgar Chagwa appointed Given Lubinda. I'm telling you, some of these things, it's not that I like to claim, but I am one of those people that brought out the name of Given Lubinda, number one, that Given Lubinda should be appointed vice president. And the social media will bear me witness. If you go back in 2021, you will see me campaigning for Given Lubinda to be appointed vice president. And Given Lubinda was appointed vice president. I am one of those people who was first to campaign for Nakachinda to be Secretary General. Nakachinda was appointed Secretary General. You can say whatever you want, but I'm telling you, I do influence things. I do influence things. You can say whatever you want about me, but I do start things and they gain momentum. I think I don't remember anyone that was talking about Given Lubinda as vice president. I started it myself. I started it. And eventually it gained momentum and Given Lubinda was appointed. Then, what is this? Nakachinda. I am the one that floated the name of Nakachinda. And started talking about it. I know some people say, but even me, whatever. Most of you, I feed you things in your brains and you think they are yours. And yet, I started them here on social media. I run agendas and objectives. I don't do personalities. Some people, they are busy insulting me, trying to draw my attention. I'm not bothered about personal attacks. I am not bothered about personal attacks. You can call me whatever you want. You can say anything. I am not bothered. I am not bothered about personal attacks. I run agendas. If I'm mentioning a person, it is because it is not about that person. When I'm talking about Malukula, it is not about Malukula. Who is he? Who is Makebi? No, Makebi is nothing. I am looking at a bigger picture. What is behind Makebi? That is what I look at. And that is what I'm fighting. I'm not fighting Makebi. No. Makebi is nothing. Makebi is really nothing. But there is something that is big behind Makebi Zulu. There is nothing. There is something bigger in the machinations that have been going round Nechtumbi Chawa Lungu. And that is what I've been fighting. It is not Makebi. Makebi is just, one of those tools that is being used around, the shenanigans, Pachitumbi Chawa Lungu. So it is not the individuals that I fight. Anyway, the point is, I I looked at Given Luvinda to be, really somebody that whatever, Now, these people, Edgar Lungu and these people, remember there is a PF Yava Sata and the PF Yava Edgar Lungu. You see, Sata worked very hard. To build PF from nothing. He built PF and they went and won power. When Edgar Lungu took over PF, when PF was actually in power, PF started deteriorating, started going back. It started going back until they lost power in 2021. Why did PF started, hemorrhaging? Why did PF started going down after Edgar Lungu took over? It started going down because there was selfishness in Edgar Lungu. Selfishness of trying to do away with the name of Sata. Trying to claim PF as if he was the Alpha and Omega, as if he's the one that founded PF. They didn't respect the legacy of Sata. Even today as I'm talking, they are talking about Edgar Lungu. For Edgar Lungu. Where is Sata? The one who started the party? Yes, of course, Sata is gone. But you see, legacies are very important. Respecting the person that started the party, it is very important. Very, very important. Because the people that started the party, they carry the spirit of the party. And I will say this even with UPND. Even with UPND, I will say this. By UPND, I'm glad that time and again, Hakainde Hichilema does refer to Mazoka. It does refer to Mazoka. Hakainde Hichilema honored Mazoka posthumously. Remember, he honored Mazoka posthumously, recognizing the seed that he saw in UPND. And I want to encourage you by UPND that don't forget the spirit of Mazoka. Don't forget the spirit of Mazoka. Time and again, bring in Mazoka. Yes, Hakainde Hichilema is the leader. But we have to go back to the guy that started it. To the guy that sowed the seed. It's very, very important. Even our countries, if you look at the country, you imagine, we just do away with Kaunda. No, you can't do that. We need to respect the history where we are coming from. But the PF under Edgar Lungu, they kind of, did away with the legacy of Sata. And the people that came in and surrounded Edgar Lungu are those people that were fighting Sata. This Makebi Zulu was fighting Sata. This Makebi Zulu that you're talking about, Makebi Zulu was fighting Sata. A number of people that were around Edgar Lungu, they were fighting Sata. And these are some of the people that Edgar Lungu embraced. But where did they go? They lost power in 2021. After they lost power in 2021, they kept on with their selfishness. Edgar Lungu didn't want to let go of PF. They didn't want to let go. Because Edgar Lungu wanted to give people that he thought, they were in his line. They were entitled to PF. Such as Avena Makebi Zulu. I told you just way before to say, this Makebi Zulu has been a project for a long time. This Given Lubinda could not be given the power. Even now, Given Lubinda has been sidelined. He has even given up. Now, Given Lubinda was put there, to manage this party. what does he do? He did not realize that his powers were very limited. He didn't realize. He kept on walking in the shadows of Edgar Lungu, the selfishness of Edgar Lungu. Instead of letting go of the party, no. But they used Given Lwinda. They put him there. So that Ale Maka, no one should come in. No one should come and sit on that seat. Given Lwinda, all he has been doing is warming up the seat, is blocking anyone from sitting there. He was doing it when Edgar Lungu was alive, and he's doing it now. Given Lwinda is just there to protect the seat, the presidency seat for Edgar Lungu. Even when Edgar Lungu is gone, he's just there to protect the seat for somebody that Edgar Lungu chose. And Edgar Lungu did not have the conscience to realize, to say, ichi panichi, they have forgotten about all that. They have forgotten about all that. But if you look politically, who is a heavyweight? Who would win you sympathy? Even if you're, because Edgar Lungu alifona na Antoine na Sata alifua. If you really look at Edgar Lungu na Sata, and you want to invoke the spirit of the dead to protect you, to win you some political sympathy, who is a better guy? Pali Edgar Lungu na Sata. Ni nani? But no, you are talking about Edgar Lungu because most of the people that are around Edgar Lungu, that were around Edgar Lungu in when he was alive and now, they hated Sata. You have put Sata aside. You have put Sata aside. But I'm telling you, imipashisha kwa Sata. Tashatemwa, and that's why you are where you are today. That's why you are where you are today. So what Given Lwinda has just been there to block. No one should sit on the seat of PF president. No one. And unfortunately, he has not realized that his powers are very limited. Remember, when they were supposed to go for convention, Given Lwinda is the one who has been blocking for convention. When Edgar Lungu was alive, and even in his death, when Edgar Lungu was alive, Edgar Lungu, of course, was using Given Lwinda. Edgar Lungu was using Given Lwinda to block the convention. Edgar Lungu was using Given Lwinda to block the convention. Apa Afwa, still Edgar Lungu and his minion and his cohorts, they are blocking the convention using Given Lwinda. Now, Given Lwinda, surely, if he was that intelligent, the man that I admired, he would have realized this. He would have realized this, that I'm being used. He would have realized it. When he was alive, Mao Sampa and others, they were asking for a convention. We want a convention, we want a convention. What made Mao Sampa to go crazy? Ni convention. They paid them a 200 pin. And Mao Sampa, and they didn't go for a convention. Using Given Lwinda. Because Given Lwinda is the one that has been sitting, blocking that issue of convention. And at the end of the day, after Konyagi, Mao Sampa, achafi groove yakwe, fiamu yaku brain. He went and staged a convention. He went and staged a convention. What made Mao Sampa to do whatever he did? It is because they were blocking a convention, and Mao Sampa came up with that. He came up with that stint. He came up with that stint and organized a sham of a convention, and he installed himself as president. And Antoine Kane were given because of his not being a leader, a good leader. He sent Mao Sampa in this. Because remember, Mao Sampa, all what Mao Sampa did is to make a statement that was in support of UPND. And because of that statement, were given in the suspended Maos, and later on expelled Maos, were given. imwe bagiven Lulinda. When Mao Sampa made a statement in agreeing with the UPND, you suspended Mao's. Later on, you expelled Mao's. And Mao's went and showed you and got the party entirely. He got the party. Mwashala Pofi. I am telling you by given to say, you would have handled that situation much better. You would have handled that situation much better. You would have handled that situation much better. And this I'm not saying here, per social media. I actually went to a given. I pleaded with him to engage Mao's at a different level and whatever. Of course, it didn't work out. But my issue is that given Luinda did not handle the situation well. And because he didn't handle the situation well, it resulted in Mao Sampa doing, if you have Lokulondoroka, taking over the whole PF. But people who go and tell you to say, Hakainde Hichilema got PF. Now, in what I'm explaining to you, where does Hakainde Hichilema come in? Where does Hakainde Hichilema come in? Is it Hakainde Hichilema who told Edgar Lungu, to hold on to PF? Wasn't the UPND asking given Edgar Lungu to let go of PF? Wasn't the agreement that Edgar Lungu was supposed to resign soon after leaving State House? That was the agreement. But Edgar Lungu kept on holding on to that. He kept on holding on to that, using given Luvinda. Then the lack of mature leadership from a given made Mao Sampa to go crazy. So where does Hakainde Hichilema come in? Because they keep repeating this to say, no, Hakainde Hichilema has stolen PF, Hakainde Hichilema has stolen PF. But I'm giving you the genesis of how these things started to come to where we are. Edgar Lungu wanted to hold on to PF. And he used given Luinda, put him on the chair so that nobody sits on the presidential chair of PF. And by given Luinda grew big-headed. He thought he had powers to suspend and fire Mao Sampa, expel Mao Sampa. And Mao Sampa, using his glue in his head, he got PF. Where is Hakainde Hichilema? You who say, no, Hakainde Hichilema, where is Hakainde Hichilema? And okay, now, if we can bring it to today, Mao Sampa, he has gone back to the fold. Mao Sampa is sitting with our PF and everything. Why hasn't Mao Sampa told us how much Hakainde Hichilema gave him? Because you have been accusing Hakainde Hichilema. So Mao Sampa, since he's on this side, Mao Sampa is opposing Hakainde Hichilema. Why doesn't Mao Sampa tell us now how Hakainde Hichilema called him, whether Niku community house, whether Niku state house, where he called him and he told him to say, go and take over PF. Because he's there now. He's there now. So he's free to tell the nation if Hakainde Hichilema is the one that sent him to do this. This is very important. What I'm talking about is important because we are going towards elections. We are going towards elections, and in that election, you will not see PF. You will not see PF. And people will say, no, the current government cannibalized PF, the main opposition. But I'm giving you the history. You should be able to respond to say, this man was not there. If we go into the next election without PF, don't put it on Hakainde Hichilema. Don't put it on Hakainde Hichilema. Because I'm giving you the history, how things happened. And Mao Sampa is on this other side now. He's free to review whatever happened. He is free. He can review. Anyway, Mao Sampa takes over the party. And, with Ingona, with Chavinga. At the end of the day, the PF, instead of handling Mao Sampa properly, instead of handling Mao Sampa properly, they mismanaged Mao's. They mismanaged the whole situation. Because according to them, they had power. But given Luinda thought he had power. But were given, which power did you have when Mao Sampa had taken over the party? Which power? But given Luinda, which power did you have even when Edgar Lungu was alive? Because you have just been in an acting position. You have just been in an acting position. You have never been given the seat of the presidency substantively. You have never been given. You have no legitimacy even when Mao Sampa had not taken over the party. But given, you have never been a legitimate president for PF. You have never been. Never. Never. You have just been there, to warm the seat, to block people so that they. You have been a malonda. You are a malonda of the PF presidency. That's what Edgar Lungu put you. You were just a malonda, wakulonda fechipuna. Not that you have had the powers. You have never had the powers. Even when Edgar Lungu was alive, you have never been. You have never been. And according to the PF constitution, you don't become a president after the president dies. No. That is why Guy Scott could not become president of PF. When Sata died, Guy Scott could not become president of PF. You had to go for the convention. Not by more given. I mean, how dumb can you be, Bakalamba? I mean, excuse my language, there is no better way I can put it. Eh? How dumb can you be not to realize that in Apanaikala, I'm just a caretaker. I'm just a caretaker. You don't have the title deeds. You have no rights to the title deeds of PF. Even when Edgar Lungu was holding on the title deeds. No, Pakwali is a new owner. Eh? Because Mao Sampokwa Chitwele, Afi Penya, at the end of the day, Chavinga is the one that is holding the title deeds. So you never given Luinda, where you are, where do you think you have the powers? Where do you think? I mean, Vandala, you are a veteran. You are a veteran. You are so experienced. I am a child politically to you. When I look at politics, I'm a child. How can you not see it? That you have never had the powers. You are just a small caretaker. A caretaker, chap. A caretaker, not sitting in the main house, sitting outside. Pakona palia, mresungenga nda mwaisula geti mwaisala. I mean, isula geti, isala. That's all you do. Now, fast forward. Apanomba PF yadi. Mao Sampa Arif Penya. Penya asha namba yashala muri Chavinga. Yashala muri Chavinga. And Chavinga is also another cantankerous. I don't want to discuss it. It's another cantankerous. But it is all confusion. It is all confused. But you are given with that, you keep holding on. Yeah, no, we have got powers. Chamitwala nomba nakuchita at expelling. You are expelling these members of parliament. You are expelling them as who were given? As who? You are expelling them from which party? PF is gone. PF is gone. You are not even PF. You are not even PF because I mean, the guy that is holding the title deeds, PF, he does not recognize you. He doesn't recognize you. Because even now, I'm firing. You are just nowhere in terms of PF. Tapadio pomuli. You don't even have a card. PF tayagwatama cards. So what do you have? What do you have given? What do you have? Eh? Surely, but given, you can play better. You can do better. You can do better. At the moment, ama statement, the statements that you make, what you are doing, it's really useless. It's really useless because you have no legitimacy. You have no legitimacy at all. You don't have legitimacy. You don't have. No. You don't have nothing. No legitimacy from Dala. No legitimacy. No legitimacy. You are just a fluke. You are nowhere. You are nowhere. And this is why I sometimes laugh at Brian. But anyway, he's got his own way of doing things. Because really, and you're still blocking. You're still blocking the convention. You're still blocking the convention. Why are you blocking the convention you are given? Why? You are blocking the convention because, if you go for a convention, then you are done. You are done. But at least if there was even something, because even now to go for a convention, you can never apply. Where you have a PF, you can never write a letter to say we are going for a convention. Under who? A convention needs a lot of people to gather together. You need a police clearance. So even when you are writing a letter, Mukalemba as who? By given Luwinda. Mukalemba as at who? At which political party? There is nothing. And my brothers and sisters, mweba le umfuako, mweba itatu wa PF. Abantu bali ona ule chipani. They have messed up the party. They have messed up the party due to their selfishness, due to their tribalism. Because according to them, they believe that, PF is for Easterners now. This is the narrative that we are getting. They are busy discriminating against the Bembas to say, no, Bembas are traitors. You are the biggest traitors who took over a party from Sata, and you want to make it your own. Makebi Zulu, you should be ashamed of yourself. Makebi Zulu, you can't even mention Sata. You can't even mention Sata. But Sata is the one that formed this party. You must remember that. Sata, the one that you fought, that you were fighting, is the one that started this party. Now, you want to take now PF Kwati, Chari, it's a property of Lungu. It's a property of Lungu. And you want to, you are discriminating. No, Given Luwinda cannot be president because Given Luwinda, he comes from a Western province. Yeah? No, a Bemba cannot be. Nonsense. That's how you are destroying. That's how you are destroying yourselves. How can you have the guts to even say that? How can you have the guts to say that? No, the Bembas or whatever, because they are traitors. And yet the one who found the party, Ali Muvemba. The one who found the party, Sangre party, power. He took it into power. Ali Muvemba. They cannot lead PF because, they are traitors. You see? If you have a landati, waita uamatakwa ya kulungu kweba tese kadenobe ako fumya pachipula yankalapo Philip wapanomba imwe bami pele fye chipani uko abula Sata. President Edgar Lungu would never had been a president. He wouldn't have been. Without Sata, President Edgar Lungu would never have been president. Nicho Sata ali wishishe amushida. Elo na imonomba mwaisa mwachonto kirapo. Dina mwachonto kirapo nomba. Mrefu amupili buke ati yo abama traitors. I'm not saying this from a tribal point of view because in the Mubemba. I'm trying to show you how tribal you are. And if you have a tribe, you have concamo and chef concamo. Mgalan concamo fie. Fin to finish, and that's what I look at. That's what I look at. That's what I look at. And some of you are busy now talking. Hey, Dad is talking like this about Hakainde Hichilema because he's in exile. My characters have been shown very clearly. It is not today that I've started defended Hakainde Hichilema. I've defended Hakainde Hichilema even way before. I defended Hakainde Hichilema in 2017. 2017, it's not today. People are talking about this time, Bill 70, it's Tumbi, whatever. I was in Zambia when Hakainde Hichilema was incarcerated for treason. There is no one who can claim that spoke more than I did on Hakainde Hichilema's treason case. No one. Yes, there were people that did a lot of work, that spoke. But I spoke the loudest. I spoke the loudest, fearlessly. I was arrested for speaking for Hakainde Hichilema. It was not about Hakainde Hichilema. By that time, according to my assessment, he was far away from being president. I never looked at Hakainde Hichilema at that moment that he will even be president. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. At that moment in 2017, I never looked at Hakainde Hichilema that he's going to be president. I never did. I never did. I was in good boots with my PF. I was in good boots with my PF. The day that I started speaking about Hakainde Hichilema, what I did first, I always tried to get information. When that incident happened, I wanted to get first information. What really happened? And I went to see, I wish I could mention the name, but I won't mention the name. But he was a minister. One of my brothers in PF. He was a minister. I went to his office. I went to his office and I asked him what happened there. And he narrated the whole story, what happened. I told him in his office, I told him to say, no, this man has not committed treason. Where were the police? Where were your police for you to come and accuse this man? In his office, at cabinet office there. At cabinet office, in his office, I told him, where were your police? He tried to say what, but I want to say, at least that brother of mine, he was honest because he narrated the case situation according to he gave me facts as they were. And when I challenged him, I could see that he saw my point. I came out, I never stopped talking about Hakainde Hichilema. They arrested me, put me inside, I never stopped talking about Hakainde Hichilema. So you can't tell me today, no, Dad, you are talking like this because you are outside, because you want Hakainde Hichilema. I defended Hakainde Hichilema when I didn't even believe he would be president. That's the honest truth. I did, and I fought very hard. And I was in good boots with my PF. But I did, because that's me. That's how I operate. Even in other instances where I felt that Hakainde Hichilema was right, I defended Hakainde Hichilema. I did. I just, so there's nothing to say what, no, you are being used, because you are being used by our Tonga. No. I've got no issue. I've got no issue with Hakainde Hichilema's tribe. I've got no issue, and I'm not even interested. When I talk about Hakainde Hichilema today, it is not that I'm looking at Hakainde Hichilema from whatever, no. Even the issue, people have been saying, no, you should be recognized. I tell you, I only ask you to pray for me. That's all. I only say, pray for me. Because at the end of the day, it's God. If Hakainde Hichilema would consider me into anything, the first thing that I will thank is God. God himself knows. God himself knows why I am here. God himself knows when I will go back to Zambia. God himself knows what I will be tomorrow. And what is going to happen tomorrow is none of my concern. It is none of my concern. I might go to sleep. I might not wake up. So me, I don't operate to say, yo, I live today and the issues before me. So, no, Daddy, you're doing this, you're doing this. Come on. Only God knows my future. Only God knows my life. Only God knows my life. Today I spent the whole day hospital. I was going back and forth. I was going around, doing AMA tests. I mean, I'm feeling things that I never thought, because that operation has brought other issues now. That operation has brought other issues. And so who knows? Who knows? But imwe, you are so focused on, hey, hakainde ichinema, hey, ababantu hey, ababantu. It's not good, guys. It's not good. It's not good. And don't bring me into those issues. Don't bring me into those issues. I'm not one of those people. I'm not like you. No, I'm not. Absolutely not. So don't bring in this thing to say, no, I'm not. I am not. Even when you are saying, whatever, that's just nonsense to me. That is just nonsense. But this is how tribal you are. Hakainde ichirema ichimikalipe sana. Ichakweba to know hakainde ichirema. Is coming from these people. These people. Who the hell are you? Who tells you that God put you to be the ones that should lead our country? Only your tribe. And only a tribe. I mean, you people. I mean, where? What have you done? What have you done? For our country, what have you done for you to start claiming? Just because Edgar Lungu, our president, now you feel is so entitled. What nonsense is this? And you are given Luinda, you are being used. You are being used and you can't see it. I can't understand you. You are now expelling these people. You are expelling them. Who are you? Who are you given? Who are you? You would rather shut up. You would rather shut up. There are many statements that you can make. There are many statements that you can make. Now we can't even have a by-election. Between now and then, we can't even have a by-election. So why are you fired? Why are you expelling them? Why are you expelling them? For what? We can't even have a by-election. Some of you are saying, no, Mwetwa, why is Mwetwa talking about this? Mwetwa is not supposed to talk about this. No. Listen to what Mwetwa said. I want you to play what Mwetwa said. I want to play what Mwetwa said, because some of you are saying, no, Mwetwa spoke from a legal point of view. And he's right. He's right. From a legal point of view, between now and the time that parliament will be dissolved, we cannot have elections. We cannot have by-elections. That is what Mwetwa is talking. Mwetwa is guiding from a legal point of view, not from the party point of view. I want to play that in Twankanet, that video where you are saying, why is Mwetwa talking? Mwetwa has become
presidential members of parliament provided for by the constitution of the members of parliament. Include young, those who were saying the inclusion of young people, those particular constitution of the Republic of Zambia.
You hear? So, the constitution.
The electorates in those particular constituencies where we have members of parliament from the Patriotic Front who voted for Bill number 7 should know in advance that their members of parliament will remain in office until parliament adjourns sine die.
let me hear that.
Legal grounds from the Patriotic Front manifesto, or rather constitution, to expel these members to the extent that the same is inconsistent with the constitution is unsustainable. I also want to take this opportunity to let my colleagues, the members of parliament who are the subject of this kind of political victimization.
Anyway, basically, Mwetwa is not talking as PF. He's not speaking from PF point of view. He's speaking from a legal point of view. And the legal point of view is that between now and the time that parliament will be dissolved or will be adjourned, we can't have by-elections. Time is gone. We can't have by-elections. So, but given Luvinda talking whatever he was talking, I don't know from which point of view. He's talking from emotions. And a good leader does not speak from emotions. He doesn't speak from emotions. So, no. Follow the man. The man was very, very clear. He was guiding according to the constitution. This is the situation, And it is a clear victimization, like he put it. It is a clear victimization because they didn't vote according to how Given Luvinda wanted. But much as these political parties are sponsored by, these MPs are sponsored by political parties, these MPs, they are not supposed to vote according to what the party wants. No, they're supposed to vote according to what their representatives want. So the party can tell you this, but if your constituency is saying this, or in your judgment, this is what your constituency wants, that's how you vote. So given Luvinda is totally just offline. Totally offline. He's gone. PF is gone. PF now wonaula. Now wonaula PF. Na mwebale ikatirila. I sympathize with you because I know there are some loyal members out there. I know there are some loyal members who really want PF. But unfortunately, my brothers and sisters, I will tell you, PF now wonaula. And take over to your partner now wonaula fi bado naula. Bado naula na fi funda uka. Ama elections yala fikano mbalini. Yo, they are in court whatever. Fiali funda uka leke ni miebe. Fiali funda uka. Tapali chilipo hapa. So, ichilipo fia hapa inecho ningamema my brothers and sisters. Mwema politician. I'm telling you, weba tichi kalika pansaka. Musumba wabwadi. Insake inai pasangana. Insake inai pasangana. Just find your way into other political parties. This is the truth. And if you can, find your way into UPND. Find your way into UPND. Makamaka mweba kuchawama. Mweba kuchawama na mkwatama by-elections. This is an opportunity for you to graft yourself into UPND. Mungu fuikishe, mweba kuchawama, and even the rest of you, especially young people. Those of you, mweba evaluate, if when for PF die hard, I do understand. But they can never tapali Filippo pa PF. Tapali Filippo. Ndemi fishing tapali Filippo we mi vepa. Given Luvinda tapali politically tapali. Given Luvinda tapali opwadi tapali nangupamo. Tapali okubale mitwala. Nangulene by election nawe miniko muntu beminikati pa FDD. Ni FDD. Wafiro kuminika nista waminike pa PF. Bamu minikati pa FDD. Because PF tailipo tapali PF. Ulia umbi ba iminike pali party ya kwa Peter Chanda. Mwalimu mwana pa PF. Peter Chanda uya ali musenda bali fumako. Kuli tonse ba iminike tonse. Peter Chanda ali fumako. Ali yana MP wakwe. Na wabene bananika ni ba FDD. Uya inebe minike kwa FDD. Bushaka wani PF. Bushaka wani PF. Bale iminika abantu, they are making people contest on other political parties. Ela wika dila tunuwa PF. Bishanishi, na ukwata mano wino, ule tontonga na wino. Bale iminika abantu, ma political parties yambi. And they don't have the courage to go into those political parties and have a convention. They don't. Because they would have sorted this out by getting a party. If they had gotten the party Akwachanda, you see, look, listen very well. If they had gotten that party, party Akwachanda, if they had gotten that party and they had gone into a convention, Peter Chanda today would not be a president for that party. He would not be a president. They would have installed a leader. They would have installed structures where you would have all gone. But because of Bukaitemwe, they want to continue masquerading. You are given a president of PF. President of PF is sir. Takuli PF, takuli. Ngakuli PF, ngabale iminika abantu pa PF. No matter what we are iminika, bamu iminika omuntu munanika ni FDD. Ere wika ndati mwo PF. Ushanishwe tontonkanya wino. Nanguku vota tindo votera PF. Ni PF ishule votera. Mukala vota ku Chawama. You will be voting in Chawama. You will be voting in Chawama. Who are you going to vote for? Who are you going to vote for? Who are you going to vote for? If you want, yes, if you are voting for FDD, because in FDD, that's okay. But voting for that candidate, at your point, you are given, you are wasting your time. You are wasting your time. Because that person will never be PF. And a good example, ni bawi nina kunankene wa Peter Chanda. Bushani PF. Mwalimu votera ati yo ni tonse bushani tonse alimu tonse lero. It's not in tonse. So what about this one? What about this one? Why are you going this guy that you want to vote for? This guy that you want to vote for or given wale iminika. Echo mwalamu votera chinshi. Pantu wa given wali muleta niwa PF. Which PF? By now, they would have migrated into a party. They would have had structures by now. But because they are selfish, because they are tribal, they can't do it. So how can you be following leaders that are confused like these people? How can you be following leaders that have got no foresight, that have got no direction? How? I know you love PF. But really, PF bali onaula. It is a tough way. Balungu bachita take over because of the selfishness yabo. Balungu, because Balungu, when they left PF, if Balungu had allowed for a convention, Mao's ambassador wouldn't have arisen. Chavinga wouldn't be there. You see? But even after all that, apatufikira hapa, they formed the bali kuuka. Remember bali kuuka. Baafirwa kuuka yakashani yatobeka. Look at how Uka came up. Uka came up very well. But because of their selfishness, they couldn't sustain Uka. They made Uka go down. Bafumoko, they went and formed Tonse. Tonse, because of their selfishness, Tonse na itobeka. Yeah, the Tobeka Tonse. It's no longer the Tonse that you had. These leaders, these are not leaders that you can continue following. You can't continue following. But given Winda is not a leader that can lead anything. There is no leader that can lead anything. There is no leader here. There is nothing. And this is why I've been saying Brand Mundu has also been acting like a guy who are quite gero aliapa alefro kuchitantuanika alefro kuperform. Because if he had been bold, Brian or any other leader, he would have just bulldozed, because Takuli PF, he would have just bulldozed people into another political party and have a convention into that political party. into that political party. If I were in Brand Munduwire's position, I would talk to another political party and make sure they go for a convention and they install me as president. No, he's still in parliament. Parliament na ipwakali. Parliament na ipwakali. Parliament na ipwakali. Ero ngoli fyomo aumefi. Ngoli umo aumefe so. Ukuilango lukula. If it were like me, ningwatanamba resources, I would have gone into another political party. I would have been installed the president. A by-election would have happened in my constituency, and I would have gone to that constituency and won the seat. Ninshapa was sitting because people would see to say, hey, zona mwaumo. Zona mwaumo. No, mamu ikatile fekuli kasiti kakumporokoso. Mwikatile fekuli kasiti kakumporokoso. For what? Mwikatile fekuli PF. What? There is no PF. There is no PF. There is no PF. There is no PF. And between now, no by-election can be held. You can clearly maneuver things and you can emerge a president of another political party and take all your members instead of flashing ama members at no awafumine kulwa pula awafumine kuisa kuwa senda vye wonse wale they go into a political party where you are. Nish chapo. You have formed an opposition. But given with the Nishbasha Nava Tangarara. Why are you fighting with people that really have no base? Why would I be fighting with people like given with the why? Why? Kubasha wa uko waya. Abantu wala structures yam PF. They will follow you. They will even see courage in you. But ni wangwele for never that more wangwele. Ni mwa wangwele bad kind. Mwikanize mule susu. Finishi mule susumba. Insaka na ipwea PF. Tapali insaka. Nangu convention, uka ita convention nani? Who is going to call for a convention? Who is going to call for a convention? Who has got powers to call for a convention? Who has got powers? Under which party? Tafile panga sister, panga na sensta, kwa bata kwa, but once you are munimairere. And I'm calling upon those ordinary members, those members that love, those who are politicians. I'm telling you, start grafting yourself in UPND. UPND. Don't take it to say, because na imwe a problem iliku UPND. Maimoba UPND. Mwalikwata, you are cowards. Nama jealousy. Tamulefwaya bambibese. Political party ta isula. By UPND. Political party ta isula. The more numbers, the better. Open up. Let these people, let them come in. Stop discriminating. You are one PF. You are I'm a politics step for yava. Nangu tukishanya. You used to insult each other. You used to fight. Those very people that you used to insult, go and bring them. PF Nachipualala. Get the members. We want a landslide victory. We want a distinction. We want Hakainde Hichilema to go with a bang. All of you are UPND. We want Hakainde Hichilema to go with a bang. How is Hakainde Hichilema going to go with a bang if you are discriminating? Stop discriminating. Stop. Embrace everyone. Kuchawama. In a by-election, it is to build UPND. Get all the members of yama structures ya kuchawama. Yonse sendeni. Get everyone. Omwa ishiva to run PF. Kuriama by-election. Target them. That one. Bring them. Let them be the ones to be campaigning for UPND. This is not the time to make promises. Nali someone uli never iminika uli wa UPND. What's the promise? What are you promising? This by-election is not for an individual. This by-election, it is for the party. So, ulia UPND, you are UPND into one candidate. This is not a time for you to promise. What are you promising? I'm going to give you jobs that are vacant at ZNBC. Leko kusavaida. You have got no time to promise people. You have got no time to promise people. This is just a time to say, vote for UPND, because UPND, it's a party that is in power. It is a party that has got direction. It's the only party at the moment. We have no choice. We have no choice. Now, Zambia, I would have been saying the same thing. I'm telling you. Because some of you are thinking, no, Tali, you are saying this because even if I was in Zambia, I would have been saying the same thing. There is no party that is promising. Which party? There is no party that is promising. So UPND, TNF, Muitina Tio, Shan, Naimova UPND, be flexible. Be flexible. Be flexible. Not to Kulatina Tio, hey, Pantu Yunga, Isakesa Sendian Chitoandi. If this one comes, he's going to get my job. Whatever. I'm a position who pera nilesa. I'm a position who pera nilesa. So don't be intimidated. Don't be jealousy. Don't be protective of your positions. No. Kaiser Zulu said it. Kaiser Zulu said it is better to lose a position than to lose power. Kaiser Zulu. He said it is better to lose a position than to lose power. So mwevamo, PND, mwefa mwikatilirefi puna. Mwikatilirefi puna, kwa tiniwa edika rumfira wa ikatilirefi puna. Na kwa tiniwa luwindefi wa ikatilirefi puna. Na mana ngwe ikatilirefi puna. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? You are better off remaining in power than you holding on to a position. Because some of you, I've seen you, ndamimona sana. Some of you even get intimidated by people like me. No. In me, I leave it to God. I leave it to God. Trust me, I leave it to God. God knows. God knows my future. God knows my life. Every day, I only look up to God. That's all. Now, when you carry that spirit, look up to God and don't be jealous and start. How no, I'm not. Embrace people. Political party taisula. Political party taisula. Taisula political party. The more people that you have, the better. This is a time to comb all PF members. Tabakwete ni badikwati ni mpanga. Ishabulaka chema. But PF balikwati ni mpanga. Nga mwayoku likonse throughout the country. But PF balikwati ni mpanga ishabulaka chema. And then you have to remember PF. Please, don't waste your time. Don't fear UPND. UPND is a political party. It's a club. It's a club. Who join a fear? I'm a players. Bachita. Munamona players. He was playing for Manchester. Uyo aya kuna nikane kucheo shani. It's the same thing na political parties. Don't ever feel ashamed to join a political party, another political party. Don't ever feel ashamed. Don't ever feel ashamed. Just join them. Just join them. You just join them. Because political party is a club. It's a club. You do your best. You find yourself, on top. I'm telling you. Go PF. Join UPND. Join UPND. Mwikwata Nelson. Mwibatina no kubatina ba UPND. Political party does not belong to anyone. Join in. It's not a takeover. It's not a takeover. I'm not saying go and take over. No. I'm simply saying, you don't have where to go. Some of you, I know when you become a politician, you can't do anything else. You can't do anything else. A problem. So instead of ungwa, join by PF, by UPND. Of course, you must have humility, join with humility, not while, hey, if you fish, hey, if you fish, go after Mungande Avenue, kuichefya filafine shanshani panono abene akuloleshawe but awo yumuntu yopwaishirawe you are better off. Even you young people munetukana pa social media watu watafyaka mwafwe. You can insult me all you want, tafyaka kwafwe. You don't have a job, you don't have an opportunity, and you think insulting UP and insulting Akainde Ichilema will help you. It will just take you into prison. So the best that you can do, start grafting yourself in UPND. Start going that direction. Start going that direction. And by UPND, I'm insisting, open your arms. Political party Taisula. It's better to lose positions than to lose power. But of course, I'm not saying people will come and get your positions. But you should have this in your mind. Mudai katile chipuna. Yo, hawe chichipuna chandichi. Yo, secretary chani. Shani, chairman, whatever. Ngakuli ave ngamiafu. Walekeni wese wa miafu. Makamaka kuchawama. Chawama is a good opportunity for you to build the party. Let all the structures yakuna nkane yaku chawama. Take them. Sweep the votes in Chawama. There is no way people should be voting for leaders that have got no direction. No. Anyway, I'm opening phone lines. You can call in now and make your contributions. And those of you that are watching on TikTok, the number is in my bio. Those on Facebook, I did post a number before. If you just check a little bit, scroll down, you will see the number that you're supposed to call. But we can also do this. But even when the register, who is he going? Who can he find? Fida, imailele, bad kind. He must just that is the number on Facebook. I don't know if I can share the number on YouTube. I don't know, but anyway, on my Facebook page, the number is there. The number is there. You can call in and make your contribution. However, you PND na papa, I'm really asking you, natural pena, sweep the structures of PF. Take all of them. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Hello, Mike?
Yes.
Good evening, Mr. Terry.
Good evening.
I'm Moses Tulu.
Yes, Moses.
Yeah, I just want to clarify something from you. Some months back, there are certain videos that you used to make. Yeah, talking about HH and the UPND. I think that time you were not supporting HH. Those videos are still there even on internet. You used to say that HH has destroyed PF using mouse camper. And you also called HH a dictator. You called him a dictator, saying that he's not allowing the opposition to thrive, he's not allowing them to unite, he's not allowing anything, because he knows that he has failed to act. And that the only hope that he has is to destroy the opposition. So now, are you still standing on that? Is the church still the dictator, or maybe things have changed?
Anyway, Apolli, from what I've been saying, you have been following me, and it's not the first time that you have called. And your line of questions is the same. When we according to what I say, what do you think is my position?
No,
what do you think is my position?
Your position.
What do you think is my position today?
You are sympathizing with the UPN. You have completely changed. Like you have completely turned around.
So move on. No, move on. Listen. Whatever you are going on, that is there for you to enjoy if you want. Keep on watching those videos. Enough moved on. You are not going to take me back. Sorry?
Do you still believe in those things you used to tell us?
Anyway, listen to what I'm talking about today. Umfwa. You won't go there for because you won't go there for in the past. Stay in the past. Enough moved on. I'm supporting Aka in the Ichilema. I'm supporting Aka in the Ichilema for 2026.
No, that's sometimes because you help us, and me I'm your follower, be your follower for total. Listen. You used to call yourself a public lawyer. Are you still a public lawyer?
Young man, you are thinking that you are trying to argue. According to you, you want to sound like, I'm cornering him. But no. It is you who is failing to move.
Just make those statements, sir.
Look,
I'll ask you a question. Are you still a public lawyer?
Look, it is. I mean, it is. I don't know. I don't want to sound like I'm insulting you, but it is foolish. A person was married to John, okay, and he used to be called Mrs. Banda. Then the person moves on. Is now married to Mr. Mwansa. And he's telling you, me, I'm Mrs. Mwansa. And you are like, what about him, Mr. Banda? And yet a person has told you to say, I've divorced Mr. Banda. I am now married to Mr. Mwansa. Hey, but what about Banda? What about... It's you who's failing to move. You are failing to... Listen, young man, you are failing to move. If you don't want to move, stay there. Continue watching those videos. Watch them.
I trust you.
No.
I trust in what you say.
But I mean, following me. Tekola tule konka fe upuba. Ta ufira kula konka upuba. Ufira wakwata na mano. Ufira wakwata na mano. Ngola nkonka na umona nomba. Okay, batari na ichinja game hapa. Na ichinja. Iwe ngata levo kuchinja fyove. Akutamba ma video ule tamba vechira bushiku ine nakula punda every day ngana isa pano haka inde ichilema vote for haka inde ichilema I'm not going to go back. I'm not going back.
But I'm not going to I appreciated if you engaged nice because you said a lot of things.
Mona, you know, different. You are my follower, but let's go Ukuba. If your question is answer mumuto mumove. Ina moved on. Aka inde ichilema. Eo trefo, eo nde vote raide. Eo nde posa kwa ba, eo nde extra campaign. Mwachi. You see, if you think you are cornering me, no way. Enough moved on. And more politics, mwachi. They can go. And I'm entertaining you. More politics, mwachi. Ndamulechi tama politics. You will go on and you will say so many things. Okay? Ema politics, ma politics. Ngawachinja chimona ngole chena Manchester United. Ule tena Manchester United, ule ingisha mago. Dilango afumako wa hakuna nikaneka tushinga ni ku Chelsea. Wambo kula ingisha mago. But walela ndefari wa Manchester. Walela ndefari wa Manchester. Ni shua ule chisopuba ni wevu. Ule muntu has moved on. Ema politics sefa ya wa mwaichawani. Ema politics apa so enough moved. Move on. If you want to continue watching my video, ule tamba chira bushiku. Ule tamba ma video, ule yatamba. Enough moved on. Bye. Hello? Nina, what's the problem? Gideon, why are you calling me when you know that I'm live? Eh? Hello? 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 Hello?
Good evening, Dad.
Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you. Uyo emipusha mudi yenu. Andingachakwa tinga ni follower wenu. Ali ingiro kukonga ku follower wenu.
Hey.
Because if he has been following you, I don't think so he can ask such kind of a question.
No.
And I'm always not to name it a shack of fear. Munashta entertain uwa automatically. Mamon. Because if you're a follower, you have to know what to pick it from.
Yes.
You want to pick it here and that. If you're what you are not to these guys. Let me quickly also make my contribution somewhere. But we have really spot on. There is a politics, you are a politician. But at the end of the day, there is certain realities which are on the ground. And your reality, that's a fact. Look what the statements here about sometimes these people, they automatically, totally fear what to want to arrange such a thing to feel contrary. As a senior politician, because me, I doing that can only a senior politician. Can't ever remember politics. If I'm a plan B, I'm a plan B of the we are thinking about maybe they can come up with something which are cosa. They can be able even to convince people, they can be able to bring a level of politics and so on, even the government. But shaking at no, we are being checked by the former ruling party. No, but the way they are behaving, I think it's I don't know which term can I even press on it. Everybody when they say the prematurely about that one government. Telling me today when you stand, whatever members of parliament, those people that honor a boss, like what you said, it's not about voting for HH. That's where people that get confused. They are, those people. They are there in the parliament. Number one, there are laws which are being covered on them. There is no an outsider where we hire. I think you remember when Lady Motisha announced about that, and I was very much happy to say that we are going to protect the members of parliament. I'm sure you understand that.
Yes.
So no, those people, they are malos over the panga. But they panga malos, they are in a Gambia. So no kusai no kubalesa no kubaleko therapy usepeni ba extra ifwe ya ba extra be na iyo even them again at the same time but they were even there members of parliament including our chief which is UPND who has failed to deliver properly according to their constituencies they are kulusana. So I mean it's a better view. She doesn't talk about again. If we have members of parliament, they ran away from it. They debated. They said, no, if you let us put it aside. No, but you want to face the problem. Here, what whether they work a unit to Baba. Shavinga, they don't say, Mundura, they don't say, Manukura, they don't say. No, but you already want to as a leader. You are failing to bring them together.
Exactly.
Then how many people are you going to fire? How many people are you going to talk about? And I want to more. But I'm going to run out of my ideas, want to be honest, but thank you very much, Makala, for your contribution.
Thank you.
I really thought.
Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Hi, Mr. Dan.
Yes, yes.
Hi, how are you?
All right, all right.
Thank you. This is Sean Osaka. Okay, firstly, I just wanted to clarify on the previous caller. Walando Kovati, no, in any neighbor follow away, no, thinking he has really cornered you.
Yeah.
I think a few days ago, you made a very clear point that in politics, first thing, follow the trends.
You see? Thank you.
Secondly, position yourself.
You see?
Third,
I hope Mwachale
make a
umfwa.
decision.
I hope Moses ule umfwa. I hope Moses you are listening.
This is what you said yesterday. There is no science, Mr. Dai. We are not running a church. This is not a church where you say, if a person slaps you, don't slap them. This is politics. Follow the trends, position yourself, make a decision.
I like that.
The way politics, the way the trends of politics 3 years ago, the environment in politics, the way it was 3 years ago, is not the way it is today.
No. The dynamics have changed.
Completely. So if these are not for you, it's not even your follower. There is no way you can be following Diane, who has really made himself clear.
Yes.
So I don't have anything to say, but I just wanted to make a clarification on that one.
No,
thank you so much.
Thank you very much. You make me feel very happy that at least what I say, people listen, because you have really put it exactly just like that. And politics is like that, my brothers.
Thank you.
And the same thing that I said, tonight I'm saying it to the PF members. Look at the trends. Those who are saying, no, I'm PF. What are the trends now? Is PF really PF there? Is PF really there? And now, as you look at that, where do you position yourself? Where is PF?
Yes.
So where do you position yourself? Are you still going to position yourself? No, I'm PF. When there is no PF. Make a decision. And I'm encouraging them to make a decision to join UPND.
Make a decision.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello?
Hello, Sumbro from Kwai.
I'm quiet.
Yeah, I'm Kwai. How are you?
I'm quiet.
I think Nadim press briefing yaba Ruvinda yesterday. So according to Ruvinda, he was saying in you remember the time of the National Constitutional Conference there where Mr. Sata expelled the members of parliament to accept him to go with the same, I think it was NCC.
Yes.
So number one, not even him, this is the first time the Patriotic Front is expelling members of parliament for going against the wishes of the people. I don't know which people. So I think my politics is dynamic. So if it was right at that time, it could not be right even now.
Exactly.
I think
Trends.
that's where a lot of politicians make
Political trends, my brother. Political trends. By that time, Sata and the PF, they were strong. They were going up. Not a power given to Bindawali. Apa PF na ipwa.
They only had one party. They only had one party and one president. This
Yes.
time they have, I don't know how many presidents.
Yes.
Now, I think my advice to Varubinda, who is supposed to be a senior politician like the other column had mentioned, I think he let him tone and maybe also not to kubika sana my emotions kuntanchi than what's making sense. I was reading something and kind of social media today where saying that no, there is a new name in town at given in Rubinda. I think at the rate at which Mr. Rubinda is moving, I think he has become a liability to their party, and I think he's not adding any value.
No, not at all.
My contribution.
No, thank you, and you have put it right. Given Rubinda has become a liability to the situation of, because there is no PF to whatever situation that they have. He has really become a liability. Yeah, thank you. Hello? 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 There is really nothing. I mean, that is going on. Given is just he has messed up big time, big time. But given, he has really messed up. Hello. Hello. Yes.
Hello. Hello, what are you?
Buena from Kwai.
Okay, I'm calling from Osaka, but I'm not going to say my name.
Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Tari, you are spot on. I like the way you analyze your.
I've lost that one. Hello?
No, President Mwombe.
Mwombe.
Mkaika network ta karibu narara ndakose ngatara mfika nivo fine na baraba mndara bachira mistata kipaku barapo paku amba febaya tabashira ma politics and then Varubinda ndemona kwachi barefa fyo kupushe chipanyi chawo chira ma frustrations ari bomba muni Varubinda so bari bakana mu party chocho barefa kupasa fe chipanyi kwe bachichipulirire then PF kwenango murera ndira katuishinga kukavapo noke minina next year apature ingira katuisha. I don't think so.
Takudi.
So atari mubombe kuinoka itumina imwetu liwon asemu kwa mtwari lile boma politics te yako abati yo kwati yo nempe kwa kuti kwati nempe kwa kuisawe ma politics ayamu kwa bare konkanya hapo senato tera wa president
mkwa. Hello?
Au kuarudisha. Nalo wasikia.
Mkwa.
Mwabomba shana.
Buda fe mkwa.
Yo kabiri mwabombe ni pali biuseze ni muri mwabombe ukaramba sana.
Twatotera.
Kwa nyine uzuru kufuma kuchambesha kwa kopa belt.
Okay.
Amashi yandine yali yapo sana ku. But you can to 01. Ro asata bapangire kirongo cha PF. Nde ukisha wino kwa rinshite moto rero linatwara abapachirimba cha chengero. Bali abashitse haki kuba yashiba wirinza. Rero basata bashire pango biteko. Sabapose reba wirinza yo. Bali basenge. Nuko batera position mu PF. Ine batayali tatwaishwa naturandere sina amashuri yanjye yarayisa kuri imwe ba UPNG n'ikirongano cyanje. Ababemba baranda twa kwensho ubushiku bamutasha ero bwaca. muneni mulimu nga bombere batayari ba UPNG tamwashibo okulanda kyobuteko bulebo mbata mwashibo okulanda ama programs ekyo ekihinka nomba n'abamyafa sana terero lyekupubambira okulisapota fosenkwama ishirero kumwala basungere ishiri wabatayari tabanjishima pantu bambe baramba okulalanda tyonderando palisho pantu twalisha n'abatayari no ishirero kumwala basungu omuntu wakwafa omuntu urekulaniza ama-programs ama-projects utake off bridge byonse by'abantu bashishire byuseve ifimunisi tesho batenyeba temuntu wakulekereshayo uyu muntu mwafueni wa UPNG ba president ningisho mureo mfanga tamureo mfwa baba ne cross bareo mfwa bantu omwinga bombana waba ndatwalolesha abantu barifuma ku unit bayisanga muri mdiba bayisanga mu PF ni chef ya bama politics bashikia nshkwete fya kurande fingi ngombyo mpini
natotera sana. Hello.
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 Hello, what are you doing?
Wina from Kwai.
Okay. My name is Peter. I'm calling from Lusaka, Kamwala. So, Mr. Dad, I wanted to make a contribution on what you said about a political party being like a club. You know, I like that point. You know, let people join without being victimized. A political party is like a club, just like the way I put it. I really like the way I put it. If you are playing for Chelsea, it doesn't mean you can play for Real Madrid or for Manchester. So I really like that point. Let people join. You know, the more numbers you have, the better. Political party taisula. Let people join. So Wakaramba, you're doing a very good job. Please continue.
Thank you, my dear. Hello? Hello?
Yes, good evening, Mr. Tayari.
Good evening.
How are you?
Fine.
Sure. Did you watch Chavinga Kumazuro?
Yes, I did.
Ruvinda mdala pale kukota sunga zile wote ni chani mu.
Inevandabwisa Ruvinda.
Yes, Mr. Tayari, saying something.
Yeah. No, please go ahead.
Okay. Okay, they are having Vantu, they claim that they have Vantu. But what are having come out when my papers that span. So between the two, who has the papers now? I mean, ask the claim, put in a man, control. Because that Bill 7, Mr. Tayari, if you just follow it very properly, if Ruvinda has that bill was sent through because the assembly and my MPs or the MPs working our controller. Okay? But he failed even to control his own members, of parliament. Then today wake up and say, I fire you. Is that possible even? Now am I most about busy support you guys. But if we kibanda cha digarumu chinagona chinagona.
Chiva chitakuipa. Chiva chitakuipa chibanda cha digarumu.
It's like they are confused. They don't know what they are doing. Because you can't claim to have to fire people. Where is it? You even know that you don't have papers. You guys, what's the problem now? And that.
Yeah.
Now, eva mundu yareve ndiye zoni kamunga na kahopo vija pamoja kahopo kao kaja. But still more, it's like they are confused. They don't know what they are doing.
No, thank you, my brother.
Government is also strong opposition. Whereby opposition is there to give proper checks and balance. Not whereby could be opposition. Then But straight down, Kaidi. What's the purpose of having more opposition in Chiriso?
No, thank you, my brother.
Then conclusion, Mr. Tayari. Conclusion. Just a separate issue. I was in Central Province, I think last week. Bush Road, where they are building solar plants. So now they are saying, the citizens there, they are saying there's a plane, Krikandeke kama bwela zinkaelo. So ngati kafrainira pansi kabwela akafrainira pansi so inshadivela bafuna vilipo. So citizens there bankala nivoyopa anytime wakamba kuti ngati kabwela pansi temba zakabwela nikumato sapo wajawantu wapasa drama pachokapo batengapo bebafuna Chinese. So I don't know, please verify for us that information so it is your
Okay, no, thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Hello? Hello?
Okay, no, thank you.
My brother, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Okay. Today I've joined the program. In the middle, I was busy in the central business. This one I've just come.
Okay.
But after having listened to Chaps International, I can easily confirm Kutiva Ruvinda. I think there's something wrong. I think he's getting confused somewhere, somehow. Because a well-meaning person in that age of Edward Ruvinda, no one can claim to fire a person as the other caller who said that you cannot fire someone you do not control. But my question I have tonight, because I missed a lot, was there a judgment today in here Johannesburg where I am here, but was there any judgment today concerning about the repatriation issue?
I'm not aware of it. And let me take opportunity because there has been, something that has been running on social media to say the court has dismissed the matter. I want to make a clarification that when that will be done, government will definitely communicate. That is, government is committed to let people know about what is happening in South Africa. So there is no way a judgment would pass and the government has not does not update the nation. Yes, and then the other thing is also that according to the information that I have, that case has not been argued yet. That case has not been argued yet in the appeal court. It hasn't been argued yet in the appeal court. I think it will be given a date when it will be argued, and then later on a judgment will pass. So those of you who are listening, I want you to know that whatever which is running is not true, unless otherwise it happened a few hours before now. But no, it is not. It is not true.
Oh, I thank you, my brother. Continue with the nice program. I'm listening.
Thank you. Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Please move away from the other radio, from the other phone. Yeah. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Yes, Honorable.
Yes,
Mr.
yes.
Kai.
Yes.
Madam from Rongwa.
Yeah, I'm quiet. No, we can hear you. Please just go ahead and speak normally the way you do when you are talking to somebody on the phone. Don't put it on loudspeaker. Just speak direct into the mic of the phone and listen through the phone and not the other gadget. Hello? Hello?
Hello, Sata. This is me, G.
Yes,
I
sir.
am calling from Deke Township here in Dola. I'm actually now one of your followers, Sata. I can confess this to you.
Thank you.
I'm saying this in reference to that first caller who was saying that, you have changed. But all I can say that there was a time, Sata, I never used to listen to you. But these days, I've taken keen interest in the way you are able to articulate issues affecting this country. For example, there are so many others who are having these things, like JJ, I don't listen to him. By Emmanuel Mwamba, I don't listen to him. I'm telling you. Why? Because I feel what these people are saying I'm not in support of what they are saying. But having said that, Trifatari, allow me to take this opportunity and thank you personally. You have really contributed to the passing of Bill 7. Most of us Zambians were able to get this information through you. Also, allow me to take this opportunity and thank President Hakainde Hichilema for introducing this bill which has come into law. This law is going to assist a lot of people, especially women, the youth, and the disabled. And also, we are going to have more constituencies once they are delimited. My humble appeal through you, Christianizat, where I am here in Baramukuba constituency, rather, I want to see to it that Baramukuba constituency is also separated into or is delimited into constituencies. Perhaps I can also have an opportunity of becoming a member of parliament. And the last one, people have invested so much hatred in politics. Politics is a service. You differ on principle. You tell people what you are going to do for this country. But currently, what is happening is that too much hatred going on in Zambia. And this hatred mostly is coming from the church. Members of the clergy are actually in the forefront, of trying to incite people to rise against the democratically elected government of President Hakainde Hichilema. That shouldn't be the case. Of course, they can differ on principle and give solutions where they think that President Hakainde Hichilema is going wrong. Now, as it stands, Bill 7 has gone through, it has become into law. Like you have said, those who are trying to challenge the new constitution, let them go to court, or else they will find themselves that they are in problem. They will be charged for treasoners. Thank you so much. Otherwise, keep it up.
Thank you.
There are no permanent enemies in politics. There are only special interests. Today, I'm in love with you. Tomorrow, we may differ. Today, I'm supporting UPND. The other day, I'll go and support another candidate. But let me emphasize this. We shouldn't invest so much in hatred. Let's try to preach love. Let's love ourselves. We differ and differ in principle. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, listen, okay.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
I just wanted to contribute, first of all, to really congratulate you in terms of the work that you've put towards Bill 7 and just the general civil education that is going on. You know, Danny, I've been following you for a while now. I think, for some people, they can quote to say that, no, today you are making sense because probably they're pro-UPND. You know, but even before, you know, I've been following you, and you can almost kind of feel when you are beginning to have a conviction to say that this is not the direction to go. You know, you would be able to tell if you've been following you. So we are watching my phone on Facebook, land that, you know, you keep flip-flopping and everything like that. You know, people have talked about politics being, you know, following the trends. It's not just politics. Now, family life. You know, it's like life is like listening to the weather forecast every day. If I ever my blizzard and everything like that, just because in the morning I know it's clear. But 2 o'clock no, there's a blizzard that no kai bashando lusero ati to be
I like that. I like that example.
So,
at which time I was radio, they said it's okay.
Jacob Nkomoki Batranda to Kawet, Philip Clear Cabinet. Whatever Manakumuru, Filero Catholic, you won't see the Jacob Nkomoki. No, we should be able to evaluate that because never time I used to listen to you. My family members would. Because they were pro-UPND. No matter if you're talking if you're UPND, when you're online, ever to man afford, they're online, and everything like that. So, it's similar and this is about PF. PF days are gone, you know? And I think for you, you've been reading the time because there was a time, I think you were thinking that people could go in the streets and everything like that. You tried to hint, but I think you saw it after, around to conviction, and you started to tilt your scale, you know? So we can see everywhere. Now, and Bill 7 nobody rolls.
Yes.
So if they are not reading the tide to say, out, upper, you know, it's just unfortunate that maybe their position will be killed. But PF need to reevaluate themselves because other tactics very wrong are tactics that UPND was using 4 years ago.
You know?
Even the strategy they used, could it Bill 7? It's the strategy that UPND used 4 years ago. So how stupid can UPND to use the same strategy again?
And fail.
Like they're not ever playing catch up. Hey, mama. So after. And you see now, the pity is that they're spending so much time, but to do my interviews, the constituency, and then when they lose their elections, that they've rigged. But the very constituency,
you know,
other people are out there campaigning. Mama. Anyway, that was just my thoughts for today.
No, I like what you have said, especially on the part that the strategies that UPND was using, these are the strategies that they want to also adopt. Forgetting that UPND, they are the architect of those strategies.
And you see, they're also using that they see things through the lens in which they used to see. So they have Bill 10. Then they are convinced now that there is no way another event. Like they are not reading the real situation that is on the ground to say that, okay, let's reassess where are we going and everything like that. I tell you, I just pray that by UPN dinners with my self-sabotage, they shouldn't screw this up because I don't know. Anyway, that's it.
You are right when you have mentioned about self-sabotage. You know, because by UPND now sometimes, you know, from nowhere. And you know, sometimes in Gawach sometimes in that, what's going on here? You know, they have it all. They really have it all. They have it all.
They didn't even need to campaign it. If they just laid the proper foundation, it's in that but they started issuing it's my contract, this guy just conflicting stuff.
You know?
They don't even need to justify it. The information is right there. Why are you spinning where there's no need to spin?
Yeah, no, thank you, my sister. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I'm grateful for your loyalty. I am more happy with people that have followed me and traversed with me where, you know, the political tides. You know, because I feel like we understand, you know. Hey, Tayari has changed. This one is a flip flop. Tabamone village sticker. No, thank you, my sister. Thank you. Hello? Hello? Hello, good evening. Yeah.
Hi.
I'm okay.
I was listening where you were saying that given Linda has no powers. Who told you that, Mr. Teach? Given Linda, he has powers. He's a vice president and is also a acting chairperson. Okay? So, people, you know that PF, it's not coming back. Why do you keep on talking about it? And I want to make this clear to all of you, those listeners who listen to me right now. I want to make it clear because enough is enough. You have been telling people that no, PFO is not coming back. It's that Chema is scared of us. That Chema is scared of PF, and that's the truth. If he's not scared of PF, why is he tolerating Ivatavinga with what he's doing? Do you know that this is not good? The whole world is watching this. And every time when you keep on talking this, you are embarrassing yourself because you don't even know what wise leaders and consensus they are doing. Chema is embarrassing himself and the entire government. There is no way. Zambia is a democratic nation. So why is it tolerating Watavinga? You know that Watavinga is a UPNG. Watavinga is a UPNG and him is holding on to our papers. Then you want to be fooling people that there is no PF. What is the meaning of that? If you think like we are fools, wait and see. And you know the truth that indeed PF is coming back. So don't disrespect Wagibe Lubinda. He's our president. We respect him. So if you think like us, we are not coming back, please just mind your own business and support the UPNG you are supporting. Otherwise, for me, I always feel bad. And the other thing that I want to make it clear, next year, we are going for elections. And as we go for elections, all of us, we should mind our own business. The UPNG, they should mind their own business. We should mind our own business, and they should not hold onto our party. Let them give us back our party. Saying to that, Wakaide Chema is going to create problems for himself because Zambia is a democratic nation and he should not blame anyone because he's trying to take advantage of people of Zambia. Right now, he forced the bill. That bill, no one accepted that bill except Jemima and the group, those for users. So he respected those who don't even put food on the table. And he disrespected all the Bishop Banda of people was against that view. And the world is watching. He went to sign for the poison that he refused the people of Ghana. So please don't disrespect our leaders.
Precious.
Thank you very much.
Precious. Ukazi wakajemai manaiweka?
Yes.
Ukazi wakajemai manaiweka?
Why should I know that useless girl?
Kalipafu kajemaima. Waona ka? Kalipafu kajemaima kaji.
Who is not wise? Who can see that girl as a brave girl? A brave girl, she was supposed to face the president and tell the president the truth because the president is the one who was telling the nation that Bill 10 is poison, and that is the same bill that he went to sign for. And you think like the world is not watching? But Tayari, wait and see, because even you are a lacuna. You are a lacuna, Mr. Tayari. You can't even see what wise readers are doing. What type of a person?
Pressure, thank you.
But why can't you stick? Why are you sticking this law? You want to be used by UPNG, you want to be used like a tissue? Wait and see, this bill, that bill, yes, they signed for it, but it will not work. If you think like I'm lying. You remember in Gasi, every time I remind you in Gasi, did you see them arresting the Gassas?
No, thank you, Precious. Thank you.
That it was them who was there, the Gasi.
Thank you. Jemima. Commander Kuichuma, Commander Kui. Come on. Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Good evening.
Evening, thanks. How are you?
Good.
Yeah, calling you from Maninga, North Western Province.
Oh, how are you there?
I'm okay, sir.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir. You know, I think it's not the democracy. I think as a lot of people, I'm just listening from the madam who has just left here to say no, HT is going to regret of what they want to pay for papers. Those are their own problems. There's no way I go and drop my problem. I should know Mr. Tayari was done this. No, I should first clean my house. And the other thing is we're saying no, it should mind their own business. So there's no way he can disrespect Archbishop Banda. Who is Archbishop Banda? Is he God? He's just a human being like any other person. So, and moreover, the Catholic Church is not only Eric Banda, no. There are two people who are there. Others are UPND, others are PF, others are maybe EFF. So, he was not even talking in behalf of the church. It was just his personal thing. So people should think, if maybe just because the office are against it, majority of people, there are a lot of people in Zambia. So even the issue of expelling those MPs, it isn't even the right way. That thing was supposed to engage. That's what we are saying. A political party, it does not close. The arms there, they have to be always open. And it is very true. There's no political party which gets children like Hero Stadium. Political party should have a big arm. You accept everyone, whether they are bad or good, because what you want is the numbers. Politics about numbers. Immediately you lose even just one person. In politics, you've lost it. Because maybe that person would go and contribute to your enemy, meaning your enemy of more people than you. And that was my contribution, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello?
Mr. Tari.
Yes. Buena fe.
I'm quiet. Never Levi, you can go Western Province. They conquer program, Mr. Tari. And then vanazapa sokuranda po bwana fyakwewati vamwe vavantu varesanguranda po I think mule vakatinga fibwana kozi valetipwisha kibando kozi like asista vavanguranda pa valela ndefyakwewati no vena jemai veva yevota kuchiye mune mari po vayunzori varivotera yabiwi tevayunza varivota ma-MPs mamona ma-MPs va PF nama-MPs va UPND nama moma independent MP report so number was this thing book the room was taking 5 minutes very trondoira if ta veshi bina win bushe mo muranda bari barubinda mo muranda bari barubinda taranda ni president wa PF katinga ni president wa PF bali kutawa mo ko wasiya wowe na mataranda tawa mo ka ni president wa barubinda ni tawa let's adopt MP ule ni na PF This now when was PF, around that 2026 it was minding a business yabo. Now UPN you minding a business. No baba is support Maruvinda. Ni sawa wewe Maruvinda. Wabule wata adopt MP wala ni na kuchawa mako. PF. But when it adopt mundure ni na political party. So fira panga sensi. So vamo wataya vando wale tumoko. Vamo mafofita rande file rondoka. Mamukatinga because if we play on for feel positive
Noto umuntu aleta bairafinga chinaye kutanga nimpwanga nimsoya pitarire asa mgulanda papafora pangata ndabamfuata tamulande fiamano why are they following you because muntu onshkonga shirira kumfollowing out kwera mutani follow so that chiri mfago nofanira so why are they following him natanga mulande fiamano so funa ndafa kulanda kubwana mumbe
natotera yeah. No, I mean, just that, I mean, you know, democracy is like that. And as one person, as a proponent of democracy, I must espouse, you know, to be tolerant and listen to people. Even Moses, I'm sure Moses is watching. I'm sure Moses is watching, and I'm sure he has understood what other people have said, that you need to follow the political trends, position yourself, and make a decision. This is where I want to conclude. The people of Chawama, I am encouraging, I am really pleading with you by UPND. Everybody, UPND, banani, this one is so. Go and camp in Chawama. Go and camp in Chawama, stay in Chawama. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Hello?
Hello?
Is that the Saturday program?
Yes, please.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, thank you. My name is Nagas from Sata, Chiranga, Southwest Zambia.
Okay.
I first find out, is that the program for Tayari?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so I just want to talk about that lady who is just from speaking.
Yes.
Talking about TFO and whatever. I think some of these people, I think, are so ignorant. Because talking about TFO and whatever, TF now is being managed by Chavinda. So whatever that development that did is now and void. The other point I want to put across is that members of parliament, they have got immunity when they are doing their work
Yes.
inside parliament.
Yes.
So no one can suspend a member of parliament who is contributing in formulating laws or whatever that business they are doing in parliament at that particular time. So I don't know why TF, they have got no legal minds or advisors to tell them that you cannot suspend a member of parliament or expel a member of parliament who is doing his duty inside parliament. So maybe, Mr. Dayari, try to educate Baruvinda. Say like, Baruvinda, a member of parliament inside parliament is got immunity to do whatever they can do inside parliament. And they have no right to meet any punishment. That was my contribution. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
And a very good contribution as I close the program. And so basically, I think in closing for me, I'm just exhorting people out there that please let us not be emotional, let us not be bitter, let us not be tribal. UPND and President Hakainde Hichilema, they are in power. Let us criticize them based on what they are doing. Let us be issue-based. Let us look at what they are doing. It doesn't mean that we cannot criticize them. We can criticize them. And indeed, we should criticize them when something is wrong. But not this trajectory where we have taken, where, it is about, no, these people. No. It's not good. It is not good. And it is very unfortunate that the people that are coming out they are supporting, a particular candidate that, no, this one should be president. I mean, no. You guys, you are very dangerous. There is also so much malice, that is currently going on. And I want to reiterate on that point that this malice, you know, some of these TikTok videos that AI videos that you are making and so on, you know, some of these things can reach you even when you are out there. I'm telling you, even where you are, even in the countries where you are, there are laws. Even in the countries where you are, there are laws. And if you think just because you are in another country, you are immune to any legal responsibility in Zambia, you are dead wrong. A foreigner can come in the country where you are and sue you from there. A foreigner can come in the country where you are and sue you from there. Even like I'm here, if I am being malicious, I can be sued right here where I am. And you can be held accountable right here where I am. So even some of you who are doing some of these things, you need to be very careful, because at the end of the day, you might have to face the consequences of some of these things that you are doing on social media. In the protection of being outside Zambia, be very careful. Be very careful. Mwilai mwanakwati mulimpeta sana. Be very careful. And for the PF, I mean, and the expulsion, I think we have discussed a lot. It is just a matter of, sensitizing people that what Balubinda said has got no effect. It has no effect because he has got no powers, no authority whatsoever. He didn't have powers when Edgar Lungu was alive. He doesn't have powers even after Edgar Lungu is gone. He doesn't have the powers. So those members of parliament will continue and don't even say, no, UPND. No. There is no way. There is no way. And I agree with what Cornelius Mwetwa said. Cornelius was not speaking as a PF or nullifying what Given Lubinda did. He was guiding from the legal point of view. So that is, I think he was right in what he said. I think at this point in time, allow me to end the program here. And like always, I'm grateful that you followed me. I'm grateful that you participated. I'm grateful that you support me, in whichever way. And I ask you that at this point in time, you continue praying for me. I think it is a moment of grace for me, as we are ending the year, getting into next year. I'm looking to say, God, where should I go? What is going on? How will my next year be? I'm praying that God directs me. I want next year to be different. Thank you very much. May God bless you. May God bless Zambia. Bye.